Renaissance. I hope all y'all can spell that by now after everything that Beyonce has given us. I am all about that energy. I cannot wait to see what the queen is giving us. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. That's just like the beginning of my minor freak out that I'm going to have in the theater with everybody else. So, yeah. I hope you guys all get to watch the film. Happy premiere day, Beehive. I swear I've tried to record this episode so many times, but it's just like hard to put into words the way you feel about your celebrity idols. And of course, we all know who I'm talking about. If you know me and if you've been on my social media, you probably know who my favorite celebrity / singer / performer / icon is. I'll give you a hint. Her name starts with B, and she's the queen bee, literally. Yes, I am talking about Mrs. Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter. I am so excited for her Renaissance film. As you may or may not have known, I was lucky enough to score tickets to her, summer world tour. I ended up in Vegas, and I got the best seats. I don't know how. I just kind of tend to pick tickets with my eyes closed and hope that it's all good. And oh my gosh, it was amazing being at the Renaissance concert in person, live. It's indescribable almost. You see how hard she's worked to put everything together. And also, if you're one of her Beehive fans, you might have gone to some concerts before. I personally have been to one other Beyonce concert in 2013, her Mrs. Carter World Tour. That was fun. That was in Chicago. It was really cute and everything, but you see the difference and the growth, and oh my gosh, it's immense, and you can feel how much fun and freedom a person, but not just a person, but a performer feels, when you're in that, stadium, and being able to see her not only be awesome and talented and just incredibly gifted, but actually to see her live and have fun and just be free with it. There's no better feeling. And I know a lot of it probably comes from this parasocial relationship we have with celebrities nowadays, because they put everything online and you feel like you know them, even though you really don't know these people. And honestly, I think Beyonce, as she's grown throughout her career and as she's just grown up as a person, she's been really good at setting those boundaries and protecting her privacy and valuing that. So as, fans of Beyonce, you don't really know her. You know of her. You know her family names and all that stuff. But like the personal, she will dissect that and let it just drip like honey when she wants it to come out. So that's why I think this movie and documentary is so important to us as fans. It feels like we finally get an inside look at her life and how hard everything must have been, but also like how amazing her mind is, so crafty and wild and different, and the way she concepts these themes and builds full worlds for her fans to escape into. It's honestly inspiring. And the way that everything looks easy and put together, you know that that's hard work, like incredibly insane hard work behind the scenes. So I, for one, am extremely appreciative of her sharing these documentaries and just showing the work it takes to become a internationally known but also successful superstar. I also really love how she continues to be humble. She continues to, stay close with her family, her friends, people who've, her core group. And even though it seems that she has jumped and explored successfully all these different genres from, pop to R&B to soul to country to rap, hip hop, and now we have like a little disco flair type of feel. I absolutely love that she just still stays grounded as Queen Bee, as grounded as, she presents herself to be. I'm sure Mama Tina is always pulling her back down to earth, or, Blue probably has been like, Mom, really? Do you really need all of this, that, and the third? But honestly, I just love how whatever B decides to give us, it feels purposeful. It's obviously curated to a T, but it's also because she cares. And not just about appearances. It's just, everything she's done. You just look up her catalog beyond the music, the charities, the Be Good Foundation, and just how everyone who's ever gotten the chance to interact with her, be it celebrity, fan, or regular person, like, they always have something good to say about her. And I think that speaks volumes, especially from a person who is so private. Like, if you check her socials, it's all professionally curated. And that's on purpose. She has stopped getting on TV shows and talk shows and giving interviews a while ago because she was able to finally own her public persona and build her own company around, her image and her fame and her talent. But I also love how she was fiercely protective against her personal life, especially when it came to family and her children. Like, we don't really know every single thing and every detail about her, her private, like, we just know what's in the press. If I wanted to know her favorite color, I could probably search it and find something. But like, she's not just hopping on live or posting super personal stuff. And I get it. That's a safety thing at this point. She's been in the game for so long that there's just more to lose when you overshare, and more naysayers and trolls to ignore and dig through. It's not worth it. Honestly, the more, even, I think this is also good advice for us regular people. The more successful, the more rich, the more, grounded in adulthood that you feel, I think our privacy and peace becomes even more important. And I know most of us millennials have grown up with social media and smartphones in their hands, and everyone's so easily and readily accessible. But that doesn't mean that you have to be that. I'm starting to learn, even myself, that I don't have to fake a happy face or post, fake stuff, fake as in like just overly positive stuff on my Instagram accounts, because, that's my own personal business. But I also shouldn't have to feel like I have to perform for people. I try to really think back to the early days of social media when we were all just literally just following our friends and just wanting to check in on our friends and see their pictures and stuff like that. Of course, now that social media has become a successful, business to make money off of, it's so much more professionally curated and nobody's authentic anymore. Maybe unless, your page is private, but really everything on Instagram, page, all the social medias, everybody's selling something, whether it's themselves and their persona or the latest, I don't know, pink goo product. I'm selling something, with this podcast. But back to my original point, I do take those lessons about privacy to heart as I grow older, because your peace is like the most important thing that you have. And being able to just be real with yourself and authentic with those in your close circle, those who care about you, who know you, who love you, who actually talk to you. And I'm not just saying texts or sending memes all day. I mean the people who you actually have real conversations with on the phone and in person. Those are the people who you can be real with and authentic with, and who you want to share your heart and your life and your deepest secrets with. Not the internet. Not all these strangers. So I really admire Beyonce. She's also a millennial. I admire her tenacity and also purpose in building her brand, her empire, while also still saving pieces of herself, the most private, personal, and most important pieces for herself and the people who actually do know her and love her and continue to lift her up. I think that's so important, and I think that's what's probably a big part of how she's been able to have such longevity throughout these decades, really, and continues to just feel like the same beat, like I want to listen to, no matter what kinds of music she's doing, or new stunts, or fashion lines, or perfume. And they're getting better. I am buying the merch, don't get me wrong. But, I still feel attached to who Beyonce is and what she represents as a woman, as a Black woman, as someone who is running their own empire and has been in the game and is also starting to lift other people up. She took the Bailey sisters, Chloe and Halle, under her wing. She continues to support her fellow H-Town girlies like Meg Thee Stallion, and now her baby Blue is out there gaining confidence and growing into a lovely young lady. It's just so exciting to see her be an example, but also reach back and lift others up. I'm also beginning to realize that as you get older, people start to look up to you, and you don't even really realize it, whether it's just because of your age or what you do, or how you look. And people can just, empathize with that or see themselves in you. So I'm just kind of learning to be careful, but also to be open in my experiences and the things that I've learned along the way on this journey called life. I've realized that sharing is actually caring, and being able to connect with others and be honest and open, no risk, no reward, right? And it's been fun kind of learning that side of adulthood for myself. Be the role model that you want to have seen when you were growing up, right? So try to keep that in mind. I don't want to be Beyonce, but there's a lot of principles and truths and just experiences that I look up to and gain inspiration from in my own daily life. So that's just a little bit about what Beyonce means to me, what this film means to me, and I'm so excited to watch it. I'm actually recording this like the night of before seeing the movie. I'm going to see it on December 1st. I am super excited about my outfit because, when I went to the actual concert in Las Vegas, I had like 3 different outfit ideas. Thankfully, Miss Beyonce has allowed us to dress in cozy opulence because, she loves the theme. She loves the dress code. Honestly, she said cozy, so I kind of feel like I just want to show up in silver pajamas, like the whole onesie thing. I really love the cozy pajamas from Rihanna's Fenty line. It's a whole zip up and has a hood and everything, but I don't have that in silver, so we'll see. Or maybe I'll just wear some merch and like bring my fan. I saw that she just dropped more merch on her shopbeyonce.com site, and like so many good photos from the concert, and like cozy merch too. Love that. But also I did buy some Adidas clothing from her that's also cozy, like the tracksuit and the hoodie. So who knows? I don't know what I'm gonna wear, but that's not important. I'm just really excited about what we're gonna see on screen, the behind the scenes stuff. Obviously, I'm looking forward to other people's outfits and being able to do sing-alongs. And I really hope that I get, a commemorative popcorn bucket or drink. Like, I know those things sell out so quickly with a lot of movie stuff like this, but I'm just fingers crossed I can get another thing at first. Otherwise, I'll probably just go on Amazon and try to find it. Yes, my obsession, my love for Beyonce and the public persona she has put out. Because I do not know this woman. I do not know her. I love her public persona and everything she stands for. So I've been obsessed since obviously probably Disney's Child days. But when she broke out, and she's singing with Luther Vandross on her first album, Danger, like that. Like, I know she's probably not actually singing with him. It was probably just like a track, but her being able to harmonize and just sound so amazing and just beautiful, and the song being so heartfelt, like, y'all just go Google Beyonce's song with Luther Vandross. Listen to it. You know what I'm talking about. Once you hear it, it is magical. So, even though there are certain albums that I do not love, and I don't know, should I actually be brave like Adele and say what my least favorite albums are? No, I'm gonna go with the route of what my favorite Beyonce albums are, because there's so many. And don't even ask me about what my favorite Beyonce song is. That is impossible. It really is. Like, I'd have a better chance at answering what my favorite Beyonce meme is than what my favorite Beyonce song is. But I will say probably my top album right now has to be Renaissance. The fact that I play it all the way through, top to bottom, even mixed up, know all the words, any song. I mean, that's with most albums, but like with this one, it just flowed so well and got me in such a good freaking mood. And it came at a time where everyone kind of needed this like energy recharge. I absolutely love this, and I love the experience she's curated around it. It is fantastic all the way through. My second one would probably like Lemonade was surprising because obviously it was full of different genres in there and kind of really showed the range. But also, I really like the one she did with Jay. That was fun, and it just had a vibe. Like, you can't mess with me. You can't mess with my friends. You're not going to get to me. Like, I'm living life and loving it without anybody. Anybody on the outside can't come in. Like, this is my own private party. I love that because, again, it kind of just emphasizes what I talked about earlier. Protect your peace. Live your life for you, not for public consumption, not for the likes, not in the hopes that you'll gain more, whatever, be it friends, money, attention. Just live life for you because, that's all you got. And you might as well have fun with it, honestly. And again, Renaissance, it made me feel like I was having so much fun, even if I'm just listening in the privacy of my own car. That whole album. Okay, yeah, that's probably my favorite album. I'll probably say that about the next album too, but I will say also I liked the self-titled Beyonce. That was fun. It was also like the first time she dropped a full completed album with music videos. I think she was probably one of the first to do that, at least successfully. No warning, no promo, no previous marketing. It was just boom, drop, enjoy. And, the rest of the industry started following suit. So it's not as fun and unique anymore, but she's constantly been ahead of the game. She's broken the rules and rewrote them. Like, it's her world, and she honestly deserves it. I guess those are my top 3. And of course, her first solo album, Dangerously in Love. I would say those are classics. Again, probably the Luther Vandross one is my favorite on that album. But as a whole, her first was instant classics, just knocked it out of the park and kind of showed what she can do. It was a taste of what she can do. We didn't know all she could do until, decades later. And I'm very happy that I get to grow up in the same generation, the same time that Miss Beyonce is doing her thing. Okay? It is highly entertaining. So, yeah. I hope there's some Beehive fans out there who totally understand what I'm saying and totally feel just how inspiring and awesome and everything she is. I also do love the community of fans that she's kind of created. They are some of the best fans I've ever interacted with. And I'll say, with the concert and hopefully with this film that I'm going to see later tonight, I just enjoy us so much. And I love being able to have kind of a community where I can just geek out and freak out over the queen without feeling like I'm doing too much or, I don't want to hear about Beyonce again, or, I know who you want to dress up as. Like, it's nice to be able to be around people, even if they're just strangers, who also share the same interests. And this just happens to be, we all love this really cool, awesome, huge celebrity who's also talented and smart and loving and giving and all those things. So, yeah, if you're in the Beehive, please reach out. I love to talk to people about this topic and just being able to connect with other fans, even from around the world. It's really gratifying and really cool to just see how big Beyonce's reach is and how much she's embraced by the world. And it kind of gives yourself a little ego boost. Like, you know what? Be yourself, put it all out there and see what comes back to you. Because you might connect with a whole lot of people that you never would have imagined you'd be able to actually connect with. So yeah, you can DM me on Instagram at badmillennialpod. You can also email me. I have the email address saved in the Instagram notes. So yeah, if you have any comments, if you want to leave questions that I could answer in a future episode, be it about Beyonce, millennial life, pop culture mess, or just anything that interests you, that that you would like to hear about on the podcast. Please let me know. My DMs and emails are open. And that's it. Thank you once again for tuning into another Bad Millennial podcast episode. If you love this episode, please tell your friends. Please rate, subscribe, and share everywhere on social media. Screenshot what you're listening to, which episode you're catching up on, and tag me at Bad Millennial Pod on Instagram. I'm also on Twitter, and I have the website, badmillennialpod.com. You can leave notes, messages, and even check out some merch on Etsy. Thank you so much for your support, for your love, and just for tuning in. This has been fun. So if you've made it this far, go ahead, subscribe, like this podcast, check out the videos on YouTube, and I will see you guys next time. Trying to drop these bi-weekly on Fridays. So far I'm on schedule. Let's see how the rest of the year goes. Bye guys. Take care.